All right, these are the 10.5 notes for Algebra 2. We're going to be talking about roots and equations of graphs today. So it says, for each graph of y equals f of x shown below, find all those real solutions of f of x equals 0. F of x equals 0 is pretty much any time the graph touches or crosses the x-axis. In other words, the x-intercepts. So for example number 1, I can see that it crosses right there at -4. Crosses right here at -1, and again right here at 0. So my solutions are -4, -1, and 0. For example number 2, crosses at -1, crosses at 0, crosses at 2, and it crosses at 3. So that one has 4 solutions. For the third one, I can see it crosses at -2. Then it kind of touches that 0, so that still counts as a solution. It crosses at +2, and it touches again at 5. So anytime it crosses or touches, it's going to be a solution. Now in the next set, we're going to talk about the equations. So the graph and the equation are both given, and I want to see if you notice anything. So this crosses here at -4 and right here at -1. And notice the equation, x plus 4, x plus 1. Let's look at the other problem. I have a -1, a 0, a +3, and a +5. And down here, I have a +1, an x by itself, a -3, and a -5. So hopefully you notice that each of the equation is made up of the opposite sign. Opposite sign of solution. So the -4 comes down here and becomes x plus 4. And the -1 becomes x plus 1. Over here, this x right here, I'll change the color of this so you can see it a little better. This x right here is representative of that 0. That's the same as having x minus 0. All right, so all we have to do when we write the equation is just change the sign over. And if it's a 0, you could just write an x. Let's try some of these. Example 4, I'm going to identify where it crosses. So -4, -3, and +2. And so I write my equation as x plus 4, right? Change the sign. X plus 3 and x minus 2. And if there are 3 places where it crosses, 3 solutions, and you should have 3 factors or 3 sets of parentheses. Example number 5, I have a -3, a -1, a 0, and a 2. I always write the regular x, the x minus 0 in front because I don't put the 0 in there. And then see if you can fill out the rest of those. Again, that's the 0. Right, and you can put these in any order, but you should have an x plus 3, an x plus 1, and an x minus 2. Now, the next thing we have is a multiple choice. I want to show you because sometimes things show up more than once. So example number 6, notice where it crosses at -2. Notice where it crosses at +1 and +8. So remember, you're looking for all of the opposite signs there. So you're looking for x plus 2, x minus 1, and x minus 8. So again, sometimes it's easier to write it out because they don't always put it in the same order that you have it. So x minus 8, x plus 2, x plus 1 would be this one right here. All right, and the last one, example number 7. Right here we have a -7 and we have a +6. So we should have an x plus 7 and an x minus 6. And notice how each of the multiple choice has 3 factors instead of 2. And the reason that is, anytime something touches the graph, like right here is a touch, that's going to get doubled. It's going to show up twice. So x plus 7. So then our answer would be this guy right here. Okay. All right, very nice.